Ego hanashimasu ka?
Ego. Ego? Someone say ego.
Hey, what's good, everybody? This is Short Kings Talk, episode 19. We are your hosts with the most. This is Sid and Kelvin. What it do? How you feeling right now?
We're back. Well, to you guys, we're not back.
We've been consistent. Yeah. They don't know. But as the title of this episode states, this is everything you need to know about Japan, because Kelvin and I did a 2-week bender vacay in Japan, and we're going to use this episode to kind of like talk about our experiences, but at the same time, show you some insights with our travel planning and expenses, and hopefully it will help you with your travel planning for your future Japan trip. You know what I mean? But before anything else, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on all social media platforms at Short Kings Talk. Everything links are in the description below. So, did you have fun?
I had fun.
Did you really? Did you have a good time?
I had a good time.
Okay. Let me ask this though. Because you're not normally like a travel destination type person, did this Japan trip kind of give you more of a travel bug?
No.
Not at all?
So not really, dude.
Only for the uns then?
No. I would travel, but I wouldn't say it made me want to travel to other places immediately. Why did you get that?
No, not immediately. I always have the travel bug. But no, like obviously.
I'm open to it.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, next month, let me go somewhere. No, in the next few months, like, oh, let me try to explore somewhere else.
Okay.
Right?
Like Detroit.
Why? That's like a weekend trip, if anything. No, is there anything on your mind now? Like, now that you can check off Japan on your travel destination, do you have something else that you want to travel to?
Yeah, Thailand.
Deadass? Yeah, me too, actually, because it's cheap. Exactly. The lady boy. No, I'm kidding. No, for the Pai Islands and the elephant sanctuaries, man. I want to chill with them elephants. But I don't think they'll lift you up. You know, that's kind of messed up to have an elephant lift up, a sub like 165 person.
Why?
I don't know. Like,
they're strong as hell, dude. They lift up trees and shit.
I know, but I don't know. It just seems a little inhumane. All right, so let's start over here. Let's start with our base expenses that we spend on for this Japan trip. So we'll start with flight, and fortunately for both of us, we use credit card points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so utilize those credit card points. Again, we're not giving any financial advice, so if you want to utilize credit card points, just do it in a very smart way. Don't, try to spend hella at one time. Do you remember how much your flight was? Because I didn't really look at it.
It was like 900 something in points.
Okay.
But the points were worth like 40% more or something like that after I transferred it to the travel partner.
Uh-huh. So I used the Chase portal. Did you use the Chase portal to book or did you transfer your points outside and then booked it the other way? Because there's like multiple ways to use
it depends on what promotion they're running.
Right.
So I think most of the time if you book via Chase, it's like a 20% extra. I don't know if you got that right. But like
I didn't think about it.
Oh, you didn't? So when I did it, it was like a Marriott partnership some crap like that where if you transfer points out of Chase, you got 40% more points.
Okay, so that's what you did.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So I guess if you count that 40%, the flight would have been at cash value like 1,300 round trip, which isn't bad at all. Yeah,
not bad. Because I've heard like sometimes that like flights to Japan can be really cheap, like 600 round trip, depending if you want to book it. But again, I didn't feel like actually paying for it. I just utilized points.
Yeah.
All I cared about is like, does my points fully cover the flight? Cool. That's all. I did it through the portal. I know there's ways like what you did that will, maximize your
points.
Yeah, exactly. So the next is hotels. So did you cover that with points too?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, points and dude, I don't travel, man.
I know. So
I still have hella points.
Okay. So for me, I paid for all my hotels. So that was a total of 1,100, which for 2 weeks is actually really good.
Yeah.
So for us, we did about 4 days in Tokyo, and then we did 1 week in Osaka. And I got this advice from a friend that if you're planning to travel to like Osaka, Kyoto, and Nara, to just pick one city as your home base and then just use the subway system to travel to those other cities. So we use Osaka as our home base, and it's only a 15-minute Shinkansen, that's the bullet train, to Kyoto, and then a 45-minute express line to Nara, which was very worth it.
Yeah.
And I kind of like Osaka. I like that better as a choice. I know some people usually stay in Kyoto, and then they do the inverse. They'll go to Osaka. They'll go to Nara.
Really?
Yeah.
Kyoto seems smaller.
It is smaller. Yeah.
Everything.
It's the first capital of Japan. So there's that. And then with transportation, obviously we just use public transportation. We did not rent a car. Obviously it's not worth it. Also, I don't know if I can adjust to the driving on the left lane. So there's that. So for transportation, we use both the Suica card and the JR Pass. And for anyone traveling whenever this episode drops up until now, like, it kind of sucks because the JR Pass kind of went up by 60% or something. Yeah. So for us, it was $350 per person. Yeah, for 2 weeks, and now it's probably like $450, $470. I don't know.
It's probably better if you just book per trip at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. So the JR Pass is only worth it if you're really, really utilizing it. So definitely look up your Shinkansen tickets and then see if it matches the worth. I think there's a website too that shows you, like, if you're traveling from Tokyo to Osaka and Osaka to Kyoto and other places using the bullet train, then if it matches, then it might be worth it to use your JR Pass. If not, you could use something called a Suica card or a Pasmo card, whichever, and then that's basically just like a unit card that you can just pay for the subway as well as the bullet trains, and you could even pay for 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
7-Eleven and vending machines is really useful. Know this about the Suica and Pasmo cards is that you can use it through Apple Pay or your Apple Wallet, but you can only load it using a MasterCard or a American Express.
Yep.
Yeah, which I have neither. But Kelvin uses MasterCard. So was that like extremely...
Yeah, I just added it when yeah.
So it was cool. So for me, one, like, shout out to your fiance's sister and boyfriend, I think, for letting me use one of their Suica cards, because I had a physical Suica card and I just loaded it with cash at a machine. So that's something you can do. Or, if you're, feeling like opening a new credit line, make sure you have a MasterCard or an Amex, which is like super useful. And again, for these public transportations, just definitely you kind of look at your overall spending for both the bullet train and the subway system too. I would say, like, let's say just the subway system. How much do you think we spend within 2 weeks? Let's say in yen. I want to say like 20,000.
20, you think?
20,000 for 2 weeks.
I think more than that.
Really?
Well, it's tough because I refilled for convenience store and stuff.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That too.
So I'm just saying just subway alone, because on average, I think depending on where you're going throughout any type of like point A to point B in the city, it can be 150 to 300 yen.
Yeah,
which
for
is
sure.
Yeah, which is about $2 to $3. Or even less than that.
Okay.
So that's why I think 20,000 yen. So about $120 and some change for 2 weeks.
I spent $242.
Yeah, but
that's not for the transport. I thought a lot of it was for food.
Exactly. So I'm just talking about just transportation alone.
Probably 150.
Yeah. So know that if you're doing a 14-day travel, you're expected to just pay about $150 US, which is actually pretty good in comparison to if you were to travel to New York using the Metro card. But the Metro card also has like these week-long like membership type things.
But they also have to know we were going all over the place. We took the subway we had 15 times a day.
A full itinerary pretty much every day. Pretty much no chill time. Maybe just like a little bit. That's a bit. So that's another thing. Prepare to walk a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like how many steps per day?
Like 25 to 43,000 steps.
He had a 43K step day. I took a nap. I don't know why didn't you want to take a nap?
I don't know, man.
You don't believe in naps?
I was just walking.
Is that not with your religion now? You can't take naps?
Yeah, wear comfortable shoes, man.
Yeah. So we sacrificed our footwear for the drip, for the fits. It's not worth it.
No, it's not.
Dude, Rick Owens shoes are not for long term all day. Dude, those were the worst ones. Oh my god, like I was suffering, bro. Like my toes were crying. I was like, you know what? I look kind of tight. But it was so bad. Just know that your pinky toes will cry.
Yeah.
Your heels will be bruised, but hey, it's worth it.
Yeah, that pair of shoes I wore I wore my Chicago ones.
Yeah,
it was pretty much brand new. I wore it once for the first episode here.
Oh, really?
That's it. I haven't worn it since, right? And then after the trip, now the red part near the heel completely worn.
Oh,
it's white.
No stars?
Yeah.
You sell stars? How many stars? How many stars? What's the percentage of stars on your toe?
Stars on my toes?
Yeah, the stars on the bottom of the sole. That's how you could tell if it's like VNDS or.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, it's probably like 60% stars, man. He probably was dragging his feet on. No, we walked a lot, so just be prepared for that. So wear very comfortable like running shoes, Air Maxes. Yeah. Air Maxes. Like I had a pair of Air Maxes and I saved it for the second week. The moment I put them on, I'm like, I'm wearing this for the rest of the week. And I literally did. Like the Jordan 4s were not it.
No, man.
Like 1s were not it. Man, like just wear some comfortable shoes. That's the biggest one. All right, next thing that we can talk about is essential basic Japanese phrases, which I think is something that anyone can value off of. Because for me, I was initially intimidated by the language barrier, especially with anywhere that I've traveled to. Like, if there's a language barrier, if people don't really speak English, then I get really nervous about it. But I kind of studied up and learned just like some key phrases. I can't converse in Japanese, but I can say some stuff to navigate my way through. So, what do you think are some essential basic Japanese phrases that people should know when they're traveling to Japan?
Like saying thank you.
Yeah, how do you say that?
Saying thank you in Japanese. Yeah, like arigato gozaimasu.
Yeah, so that's the.
Someone corrected me. Some lady. She's like mashita, and I was like, damn, all right.
Yeah. Okay, no. It's okay. So arigato gozaimasu is like as if you like. What's the equivalent for English? It's basically when you kind of like say something in short. I guess it's kind of like when you say don't instead of do not. It's kind of like that. You just kind of abbreviate it or whatever. So mashita is like the extra formal way. But if you just say arigato gozaimasu, then you'll be just fine. Yeah. I think one of the most important ones is sumimasen, which is like excuse me or
sorry, I guess. If you bump into someone.
Yeah, exactly. So that's that you can use that phrase. So if you need to call like a waiter's attention or anyone that you need to like just ask a question for, especially in the subway, you just say, "Oh, sumimasen," or if you're walking through a crowded area and then you actually bump into someone, just say sumimasen. The official way to say sorry is gomenasai. So that's something you don't really need to say. I feel like that's like
if you step on someone's foot, that's a gomenasai situation.
Yeah. I used to hear like the older people say gomenasai or they say gomene.
There was a girl that said that to me.
Oh, really?
She backed up into me in Akihabara.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That was the only time I heard it.
Yeah. Were you impressed? You're like, oh, shit. And then she said, gomenasai. You're like,
I didn't even feel it.
Oh.
She's so small.
Okay. I think a lot of other essential phrases, one that's really important is, where is the restroom? I think that that's very important to know. So, where is the restroom is toire wa doko desu ka, which is, where is the restroom? But you could also say toire arimasu ka, which is, do you have a restroom? So you can arimasu ka is do you have. So if you say like blank arimasu ka, then it's do you have this. So it could be like bitches arimasu ka, and they'll point to the nearest maid cafe. And then but again, where's the restroom is toire wa doko desu ka. That's very important. But if you're very nervous to ask someone where the restroom is,
just pee yourself on the spot.
No. The hell, did you see that or something? Yeah. What? You saw someone piss themselves?
Next to the subway. Remember, we were like going out of the Nara station, and then this one guy was puking next to the vending machine, and the other guy was taking a piss just standing still. It was like
I didn't
dripping.
see that one.
And then Tracy was trying to buy something. I was like, "Are you sure you want to buy water between the guy puking and the guy pissing. As you,
I didn't see the person pissing on. No,
he was on the other side of the machine.
But normally, all the convenience stores, the konbinis, have restrooms. So your 7-Elevens, your Family Marts, your Lawsons, all usually have public restrooms. Yeah, and all restrooms are bidets, which I had to get used to. I'm glad that there's a water pressure control. I put it on the lowest setting for all. Man, dude, that water pressure is like be kind of strong.
Those restrooms are clean though, even the park ones.
They're hella clean. Dude, so that's actually the super dope part. But yeah, also every subway usually has a restroom too. Yeah. So if you're looking for a restroom, just normally look for those. If not, again, toire wa doko desu ka? Other essential phrases. What would you say is another like phrase that someone should know in Japanese?
I think that's it. Honestly, like if you're struggling with those phrases, or just saying it, like if you don't speak like Asian languages, you don't know how to do those things, right? If you're in Tokyo, it might be easier to just make them cater to you rather than butchering. Because I saw that where like there was like some Chinese tourists trying to convey their message in Japanese. They didn't speak English either, and it was just a fucking mess.
Yeah, the dope thing about Japanese culture is that they're very nice. They're very polite, so they'll do their best to help you.
Yeah, so if you don't speak the language well and you're not comfortable and you're just kind of like chewing on your words, it's better to just let them cater to you. Because most people, at least in Tokyo and Osaka, they spoke English.
Yeah.
Not conversation level, but they could get the point across, right?
I think Tokyo, like, definitely, like...
Yeah.
Because they have, like, international schools, right? So I think they were just... Like, they learned English at an early age. Because it was very easy.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Especially in Tokyo.
When you're in Tokyo, they're more, like, high school and college educated.
Yeah.
You have to speak English.
Yeah.
When you're in the more rural areas, those people never went to school.
Yeah.
Because they didn't make it.
I would say... Let me ask this, though. Like, did you feel like... I guess communicating was difficult when they didn't speak English. Did you find that difficult?
Nah, if you have fingers, you could point.
Yeah. Like I didn't find it that difficult.
No, it wasn't
either.
That
bad. I think it's because Japanese people are generally very nice.
Yeah.
You know, if they were like assholes, then I would be a little more intimidated, and I'd just be like, oh man.
There was a couple like remember the subway guy? We did because we. That guy was a total fucking dick. But
I think he just didn't want to like give you the time of day and just like, yo, just move on. Especially
some of the old heads don't like foreigners.
That's true.
Yeah.
The guy jeans.
But anyways, but for the most part, if you spoke English, you'd probably be fine, man. Like, it's not like one of those places where no one speaks anything.
That's true. And then you could also use Google Translate.
Oh, they actually had. I forgot what that thing was called. They were this girl was using it because she was the JR
Is it the
pass.
one where you can like? Talk?
Yeah, she spoke into it and it translated into English, and then we spoke back into it, and that's how we kind of converse.
Yeah,
so there is a way.
there is a way. Yeah, sure. But Google Translate is fine. Like I had to use that a few times when I was on my own. It just takes a little longer because you have to like continue typing, but usually like it gets the job done. What else? So again, like just to reiterate some key essential basic phrases like thank you, arigato gozaimasu, or gozaimashita. Sumimasen, I think that's like probably the most important. I don't know is wakarimasen. I think that's a pretty good one. Yeah. There's that, and then where's the restroom? Toire wa doko desu ka? So again, study up on these. I think it'll help.
Yeah.
Especially knowing where the restroom is. So that's pretty much.
And for the weebs listening to this, there's no subtitles, man.
There isn't.
There is no subtitles.
Unless you're that weeb level where you're like, I don't need subtitles anymore. It's like, damn, that's it. That's crazy. All right, so let's go into more of our what we did in terms of our itinerary. So favorite spots and events. So what would you say like you enjoyed? Like let's just like let's go with city, like things that you did, areas in any part of Japan. What did you enjoy?
I enjoyed the Gundam.
Yeah, so we went to the Gundam factory in Yokohama. So even if you're not a full Gundam fanatic, I think you should still go.
Yeah.
It's a 1-to-1 scale Gundam.
In the next 4 months.
That moves. Oh, yeah. So if you're watching this after March 2024.
It's gone.
Too late. Sorry, fam. No, yeah, but that was super
was tight,
sick.
man.
Yeah,
it was like surreal seeing how big that
that's what
damn
I'm
thing
saying.
is. Crazy.
I think it made my imagination run rapid. Like, oh man, like you already have a 1-to-1 chassis, so if like mechanical engineering continues to progress, it could eventually become a real Gundam. It can happen. It can happen. You don't know. No, I can't. But one can dream. But I think it was cool. We like stay like 3-4 hours there.
Oh yeah, easily.
Just watching. So yeah. So it moves twice an hour, and it does this whole performance, and it was pretty cool. Yeah. And there's a Gundam cafe. If you're into like the figurines, there's a store that has like limited like stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get anything? There's like some big volume. You were trying to like.
Oh, my friend wanted a big ass one, and I'm like, oh, ain't no way that's fitting my luggage. I think it was huge.
Yeah, exactly. So it's too much.
It is.
Did you enjoy? I feel like your favorite place was Akihabara.
No.
Really?
I didn't like Akihabara.
You didn't like it?
It was.
You got your figures there.
Those are more like since I'm there, I might as well buy something.
So Akihabara is the district in Tokyo that's like super like anime central.
Yeah.
If you love anime, you go there. There's like multi-level like manga and anime stores. There's multi-level arcades, and then there's like figure stores. And then Kelvin found like the hidden gem, because all the ones on the main street are like
they're tourist traps, man.
Tourist prices.
They're Amazon US prices.
So you gotta go like down a side street to the third.
No advertisement whatsoever. Just smelly as fuck in there.
You experienced it being
man.
smelly. I stayed down because I didn't feel like walking up because my feet were crying.
Yeah, it was like a third of the price of the down stores. But you know what? In hindsight, you don't save that much. Because the figures I bought were what, $10?
Yeah.
If you did the conversion, it's only $18 on Amazon. So I mean, if you buy like 2 or 3, you might as well just buy it in the States and not worry about luggage. Concerns.
Okay, I know that you did the Warner Brothers Harry Potter tour. Like, do you think that's worth it for a Harry Potter fan to do?
I think so.
Yeah,
more so than Universal Studios Harry Potter Land, I would say.
The one here or the one there?
Both.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we got to go to both.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, by the way, U.S. Universal, you guys suck, dude. You guys have separate tickets for everything. In Japan, it's one admission. You go to everything.
Yeah, because America's all about the cash grab,
That's
man.
Some bullshit.
It's all about the monies. The monies. Well, let's go into that because you went to Universal Studios Japan. I'm not really big into theme parks, so I opted not to go. So I just skated that day. So in comparison to the U.S., like how was USJ than the one here in Hollywood?
Most of the rides are fairly similar.
Okay.
It just rebranded.
Yeah.
Harry Potter Land was exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, because I went to both.
Okay.
The lines are actually worse there than in the U.S. Because if you don't have, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't been to Universal in a while, but there's no fast passes at Universal. That's a Disneyland kind of thing, right?
Okay.
But at USJ, if you don't have a fast pass, you could expect 2+ hours of waiting.
Yeah. Did you have a fast pass?
So the fast pass, the shitty thing is you got to buy it separately before you go into the park.
Yeah.
And you have to choose which rides you want to do.
At certain times, or just choose the rides?
The period. We were like, okay, we want to go on the Spider-Man, etc. So you got to buy the packages. And sometimes the package don't include all the rides. So you got to buy like
multiple packages?
Yeah. So the admission fee was $50. The fast pass is $120.
Damn.
Yeah. It's double of what the admission is.
Okay.
So, but if you're going to go, you definitely need the fast pass.
Okay.
There's no way you're getting
Do you still think that's a valued price point for your experience for that one day, like the 50 plus 120?
Yeah, I mean, we got through the entire park and somehow surprisingly got into Halloween Horror Night. We didn't know.
Were you not allowed to go in there?
In the States, they kick you out by 5:30 because then you got to buy another ticket to Halloween Horror Night, right? We were just like eating, and then there was an English, like not even like English, is English, like a British guy talking, right? Saying like for all patrons, like Halloween Horror Night is about to start. Like you have 5 minutes to escape the main streets if you're afraid of like scares and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're just able to.
Yeah, and I was like, sweet. Okay. Well, I guess
maybe that's included in the Japan one.
Everything's included. So once you're in, you're good to go.
You're good.
Yeah. For the States, they're like, all right, give us another $100.
Exactly. It's just a money grab, man. They just want the money. Whereas, yeah, Japan just like they care. I think they care about the experience a lot more.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Yeah.
Have you been to Halloween Horror Nights here?
Once.
What you know how like it's not that scary because there's so many people being ushered through.
It was scary to me.
Yeah, but like, can you just imagine what you experienced? But there was no one in front of you.
Oh, really?
Like you're the only group there, so you can't see the jump scare that was like 10 feet out in front of you.
Because they do like quality and crowd control there.
Oh yeah. So like the only caveat is they only have 2 mazes. We probably have like 8 or 10 here.
Yeah,
but they're so low quality, like it doesn't matter. So the one we did, we only had time for what was the Resident Evil one. So you play as like this Raccoon City police guy.
Oh, okay.
And you follow either Leon and then the girl. I forgot the girl's name. Claire? Whatever, right?
I don't remember.
And then they lead you through.
Okay.
And you're in a group of 5.
Okay.
But you get guns.
Oh.
Yeah.
And guns are illegal.
Yeah. So Japan. Like the ones here, right? They scare you and they pop back into their whatever shelter, right?
Oh, really?
They follow you there.
Oh.
Yeah. So like this old lady was the last in the group. She was like having a panic attack because this dude was just like slowly following him. And then the dude lost it. Because she was freaking out. The guy just collapsed on his knee, just laughing. Yeah. Oh, trying not to laugh. He was just holding his face, and I was just like,
I would use that as my method acting, just like seem like a more demented zombie or something.
Crazy production value in the mazes and costumes and everything. Okay. It was wild, man.
All right. Did you enjoy the Kyoto Samurai Experience tour?
I did.
Me too. Hey, gun or swords over guns. Swords over guns. Well, okay, so the Samurai Experience Tour was actually one of the first things that I booked when I booked my Japan trip because I was super excited for it. I had to find somewhere where you can swing a real katana. So basically, it's just like a 1 to 1.5 hour experience at a old samurai's house. And then they just tell you the history of samurai, and then you get to swing a real katana. So you get to start off with a wooden one. You know, they teach you just only first strike.
Yeah.
I wish they taught us how to unsheath the sword.
People lose their fingers.
But yeah, I was gonna say like unsheathing a sharpened katana is actually very, very difficult. Yeah. That dude, that instructor, did you see whenever he pointed with his sword?
Yeah.
He unsheathed and went back in. I kept watching him. I was like, damn, you're good. You're good. But it was fun.
It was chill.
It was fun, dude. Swords over guns. Have you seen that video where that dude sliced a bullet in the air with a katana?
No. There's a guy who sliced the
Yeah.
I seen Indiana Jones when the dude was like when the guy was doing his sword play and then he just gets shot.
That was Harrison Ford's decision because he had dysentery at the time. We ain't going to get into this. You can get into this. All right, along with Kyoto, one of the most famous things about Kyoto is the Fushimi Inari Shrines. That's the big hike with the hella torii gates. Did you enjoy that?
No, there's hella spiders, man. All right, for people with arachnophobia, don't go outdoors in Japan near Kyoto because
hey, we did our research. The spiders are more scared of you than you are.
So they're like palm-sized spiders.
They're hella big. I'm not gonna lie.
They're fucking huge. They're big. Everywhere, under every single tree. And I don't give a fuck if they're introverts, quote unquote. They're venomous, man.
They're hella
big. They're venomous,
they're
gigantic
fatties.
Spiders.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you feel when you went to Naruto Land?
Oh, you know how I felt.
I know you were walking hella fast, but you got to experience Naruto Land. So they're like, I'm not into theme parks, but we went to a Naruto theme park called Shinobi no Zato, which was freaking amazing. It was definitely for kids. I don't care. This is the one thing I'll say though. We did not have to do every puzzle, bro.
Dude, I didn't know.
This fool wanted to do every puzzle. All right, mind you, it's for kids. You know what the prize is? A poster.
The other one was a sticker.
Let me ask you this: did you fly back home with that poster that you won?
Yeah,
Did you really?
It's in perfect condition.
I left it in the. How did you leave it in perfect condition?
It was underneath my shoes.
Dude, no wonder. Dude, that shit folded in my bag.
Oh, did it?
On the way back to Tokyo. So I didn't fly back with it.
Yeah.
But if you are a huge Naruto fan, I would definitely go. That was super fun. You know what? The ramen was really good. Yeah. I was very impressed.
Yeah, just, if you're going to go, you get a sick-ass Sage Mode scroll bag.
Oh, yeah.
Which is now his gym bag.
My new gym bag.
Oh, dude, that was sick. We saw it on the train day 2, actually. Or day 2 for you, day 1 for me, remember?
For?
That scroll bag. Someone was wearing it, and you're like, yo. Yeah. What bag is that? I was like, we're going to get it in a week.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we saw it in the subway. Yeah. Speaking of subway real quick, know this, like Japanese people care a lot about their privacy. So in restaurants and the subway, it's gonna be very, very quiet.
Yeah.
A little too quiet. I feel like me just shuffling around is like kind of loud.
Really?
I don't know.
And you just feel uncomfortable.
I feel like in general I have a very loud personality, so I was trying to be in my best behavior and stuff. Especially because I had a camera around, I was vlogging, so I wasn't trying to be too intrusive with everything. All right, what else was cool with our Japan experience? You know what? Nara is cool. So people go to Nara because it's known for feeding the deer at the park. Because if you bow, they'll bow, and then you give them a cracker, and then the stack of crackers is like 200 yen. Yeah. This is something that people should know. These deer can be aggressive.
Oh yeah, they just hunt you down.
Like if they know you got the crackers, they're gonna start biting on your shirts. Yeah. They'll surround you, man. They're in gangs, and man.
They'll follow you.
They're like, hey, what set you from? Like, oh, hey, just take a cracker.
They'll follow you for like 10 minutes.
Let me ask you this, man. What was going through your mind when you fed a sleeping deer? Dude, out of literally the hundreds that we saw just walking around, just chilling underneath the tree, or just like, like sunbathing or whatever, this fool goes up to a sleeping deer next to a pool. Why?
I didn't know it was sleeping, man. It was eyes were open.
That was REM cycle, man.
The eyes are open. I thought it was blinking.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you lowered like a cracker and bowed, and it didn't bow back.
I just tossed it.
Also, the deer was like in a crazy ass position. It was like this, just like blinking like hella. Didn't move. It took like 5 minutes for the deer to wake up. Like, all right, like I'll give it that. You take a solid nap, you wake up like, oh, a snack. But, dog, like, you don't do that. All right, what other like places and events did you enjoy in our Japan trip? What was fun for you?
We covered everything, right?
I think Shibuya Sky, was like pretty worth it. So this is what I'll say too. So Shibuya Scramble Crossing, that's like the world's busiest crosswalk. I'll say that it's kind of small.
Yeah,
it's kind of small. It's semi underwhelming, but I would say it's the equivalent of Times Square, where you see it once, you're like, oh, this is cool, but the more you see it because you pass through Shibuya Station, the more it's like, all right, like enough of this, like we're done.
In the pictures, it seemed like it was huge,
hella big. But
I think that walk was like maybe 30 feet.
No, I wouldn't say 30.
Feet. We got through it within like 20 seconds.
Yeah. I think people had the impression that the crosswalk would last like a minute and a half for everyone to cross. Nah, it's actually pretty small. So just know, I mean, it looks cool as a photo. But you get this really big sky view if you do the Shibuya Sky. It's like the building like behind the Shibuya Scramble. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It's a vibe. You get some nice photos. You get to drink at the bar over there. And then the drinks over there taste like juice. Yeah. So if you like juice.
That was kind of sick. I think that's it. We as far as the touristy stuff, I think that was all the fake ones that's on everyone's list. Yeah. We didn't really go to like Fuji. We didn't go to Fuji, not really, right?
We saw it.
We saw it on the way.
Shinkansen.
Yeah. But like there's other stuff that people did in rural Japan. Yeah. We didn't really fuck with it. So
I just didn't include it this time. So there's ever next time, I think I'll like have a more slower itinerary, just because we did all of the super touristy stuff. Yeah. What's one thing that I'm surprised that we didn't really see a lot, that a lot of my clients said that we'll probably visit a lot, were a lot of the temples.
What do you mean?
We didn't really like go to like a shit ton of temples.
We went to
a good amount, but it wasn't like overbearing. Like we didn't see like 10 to 15. It was like less than.
There were smaller scale ones. We just walked right by it because we were trying to catch dinner or some.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. But I think it's still cool. I think it's cool to see some of the temples. That's pretty fine. So let's actually go into our food experiences. So I think this is like a very integral part in a lot of people's travels, is like food recommendations, especially because Japan is very like highly regarded in terms of their food quality and cuisine and stuff. So let me start with this. How dope is Japan's 7-Eleven?
It's good.
It's fire, dude.
It's good, but
fire.
after 3 days, I think I tried.
3 days? Okay, hold on. How many times do you think we went to 7-Eleven in our whole trip?
On the first week? Dude, on the first week, it was like 4 times a day.
Exactly. Yeah. I told you.
So I tried everything there within like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And I got hella sick of it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Then why'd you keep buying it?
It was the only thing out.
Dude, it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. Dude, the egg sandos are like $1.50, and you can keep buying like so much. All right, let's start with this. What would you say are your favorite items from 7-Eleven?
I only got a couple of things.
You said you tried it all, man.
I only got a couple of things consistently.
Okay, yeah. So what would you say are your favorite items that you got?
Oh, favorite? Probably their tuna salad sandwich.
Really?
Thing.
I didn't get to try that one.
It was pretty good.
That's pretty good. I like the chicken teriyaki and egg sando.
Is that the one with the katsu or no?
No, not the katsu. Just the regular chicken teriyaki.
I didn't get to try.
You did get to try it. That was like one of the first things you tried.
I don't remember. It was not very remarkable, I guess.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, the tuna. What else did I always?
I like the smoothie. Like so.
Oh yeah, the smoothie was
so
good,
there's like these like cups in the frozen section with fruits inside, and then you buy it, and then you scan it, and then you get to put it in a like smoothie maker that's in front of the cashier, and it makes it smooth, and it's a pretty solid smoothie.
What else did I buy? Oh, I got a Coke Plus every single day.
What's the plus?
Just extreme amounts of carbonation. That shit was wild, dude.
But you kept drinking it, so you must have loved it.
I like Coke. I like Coke.
I wish I like knew how to read the brands, because there was like this juice that was really good. It was like mango orange. It was a really good juice. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, and their bottle size Yakult. That was fucking sick.
I couldn't find it, dude.
Man.
I couldn't find it when I went on my own. I was like, where the hell is this?
Yeah, so if you guys like Yakult and you're used to taking shots of it in the state, they have a giant 40-ounce bottle of it.
Y'all were downing that.
I bought 6 of them for the plane.
You were downing it. Damn, okay.
Yeah, it was good.
So what would you say would be your favorite food experiences in Japan?
Kobe beef.
Yes.
Was hella good.
Yes. That was also one of like the first things that I booked. Also, just as a pro tip for reservations for Japan, a lot of places don't allow you to reserve until it's 4 weeks prior to the intended date that you want to go, which made it very difficult. So I had to put it on my own calendar, like book like whatever on this date. So we took a couple L's. So we took an L on the Ghibli Museum. That was one. We took an L on the Kichi Kichi Omurice in Kyoto, which you can wait in line to get like a seat, but we ain't got the time. Yeah. Also, like Kelvin over here got lost. So there's that. But yeah, so we booked Kobe A5 Wagyu, which is like premium, like high quality cut beef, graded beef, and it's like way cheaper. I think total we spent what was $100.
100 a head?
Yeah, 100 a head.
We got what 7.5 ounces?
Yeah, 200 grams.
Yeah.
Plus a garlic rice, not garlic. No, it's a garlic with garlic rice, and then a lot of assorted veggies. So there was that. The only thing about that Kobe experience was the freaking Karen moment that we had. Oh my god, dude! Like
white people, come on, man.
Yeah,
go. You're going to a different country. Be respectful.
Yeah. So this is what happened. So like I walked in the door first, and the first thing I hear is this girl going, "Well, we traveled all the way here from Kyoto, so I think you should make some room." So they didn't even get to sit in front of like the chef. They sat on the side. So that was one.
The little kids' table.
Exactly. And then what does she ask?
So pretty much there's this overweight like white American lady that was like being a total Karen. When the chef was making the Kobe beef, which is he considers it to be he said with best beef in the world, which it is, right?
Best beef in the world, and you can only find it in
exactly.
Kobe.
So she did not like the high fatty contents of the beef.
Yeah.
Even though she went to a fucking Kobe beef restaurant. So she
went
asked
to a steakhouse.
Yeah, she asked the chef to give her the lean cuts.
Yeah.
And the chef got hella mad.
Didn't she also ask for it to be like like cooked a little bit.
Yeah. So after
medium.
being told by the chef's wife, I'm guessing that was waiting us, right?
Right.
That there is only one cut of beef.
Right.
Right. She asked it to be cooked more cooked to render out the fat. And then at that point, I think he kind of lost it a little bit, and he went up to their table.
He was pissed.
Yeah, he was mad, dude.
I was like whispering to Kelvin and his fiance. I was like, "Yo, I hope they kick them out." They didn't kick him out, but the thing is, though, is like if you're going to a restaurant with a specialty chef, you shouldn't make any alterations.
Oh,
you should respect what that chef has on the menu, right?
It's pretty much like omakase.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, dude. Chef was salty, man. Like it was insane. But then like it's at least he flipped it and he was like hella nice to us. He made our play a little pretty for the for the gram. For the gram. Had to do it. But yeah, the Kobe beef was good. One thing that I did enjoy with food is we didn't have a lot of like specific restaurants like on every day. 'Cause I kind of wanted to explore just random spots wherever we were at. I think one of the restaurants that I was very impressed by was the curry bowl spot in Osaka. That was really good. Like I was so impressed by that. So if you are ever in Osaka, it's called Oretta Chino in Namba. Go there. Super good like curry don. Really good. Yeah. What else is a good food
Sujihan the last day I was there was pretty good.
Which one was that one?
When we waited outside the...
Is that the Kasendon?
Yeah.
Did you actually enjoy that?
I liked it.
I'm not a big broth person, so like I think the rice bowl was pretty good, but once the broth came in, I was like super over it.
Oh,
that was just for me, like because I'm not into broth.
Yeah.
So that was a big one. Let's see. What else was like a pretty good like food experiences? What about the yakiniku washino? That's like another A5 like barbecue spot.
Oh, that was chill.
Yeah. How was it like eating beef sushi? That's one thing too. So we ate raw beef, which is like pretty much unheard of here in the States, right?
I ate raw beef.
Do you what?
Yeah, you want to watch Liver King?
Stop it. Like,
dude. I legit eat raw beef.
Anyway. No.
Like a steak tartare. Yeah, you've had.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. But like this was like some raw.
Yeah, it's grass fed. Anyways.
Yeah.
I think it was too much. Like on its own is because we had raw beef sushi again another time.
That's true. Yeah.
But like they added salmon roe and uni to that bite. It was kind of overwhelming, man.
You know what I thought was really good? That soba noodle spot in Nara.
Oh yeah,
that was like top 3.
That was pretty.
That was really good. That's called Kitahama. There's a little like line, but I think they're one of those restaurants that they have lunch hours and then they close for preparation for dinner. So I think it's like 11 to like 2 or 3, and then like 5 to 7 or 8, something like that. But that was really good.
A lot of places also only has a certain amount of food per day.
Yeah.
So like I think you were skating that day. We tried to get, I forgot, omurice or something. We tried to get something. Right? Okay. And then we got there, and then they were already closed. It was noon.
Oh.
And they were like out for the day.
Apparently, Japanese people do that. They just close on random days.
Like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Of all reasons.
That pissed you off?
Yeah. Oh, I was mad.
Oh my God.
We traveled 45 minutes to try to buy luxury goods, and the whole fucking mall was closed. It was terrible.
Sucks to suck.
It does suck.
Would you say any of your food experiences was a little like underwhelming or overrated?
The revolving sushi.
Kura sushi?
Yeah.
You really like it? It was cool.
It was, but
it was really cheap.
I think sushi in general in Japan, we might be spoiled because we live in LA.
Yeah.
The quality is not like, night and day. Right. Even the omakase that we had, which is high end.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you had omakase, which, like, also didn't break the bank. How much was omakase for you?
It's like 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't per person, which is not bad.
Which over
in the
here,
States, like 3 minimum.
Yeah, exactly. Including tip.
Yeah, and it was like a 21 course. It was crazy. It just kept coming.
Yeah. I was waiting for y'all, like, outside for a while.
Yeah, we're like, hey, we're going to be done soon, because it says 10-course meal. Yeah. And then
I should have went to 7-Eleven to buy something to eat.
It just kept going.
Did you think it was cool, though?
It was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, the food, I wouldn't say, like, it's super different from, like, getting one here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say Japan McDonald's is a little overrated.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
That shrimp fillet was kind of good.
It was good. I think that's the only good item is their shrimp fillet. Everything else, besides the fries. Fries are consistent in any McDonald's everywhere. Anything else wasn't as good as I thought it would be. And people were like
hyping and shit. Yeah,
hyping it up. And I was like, all right, let me try these items. And
you ever got the samurai mac or you never got?
No, I never got that. I got this like shake and bake chicken thing.
Okay.
Where you get like seasoned like powder. That one was okay. And then the one burger I had was like a New York Angus beef burger.
Okay.
That was not good at all.
Yeah. The samurai mac was a quarter pounder with teriyaki sauce. It was disgusting.
Oh, yummy. No, okay.
Oh, you know what was actually worse in Japan compared to the States?
Which one?
Fucking Yoshinoya.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because we had it, right? And
my client like was raving about it.
Nah, just the way they were making it was, it was, the beef was even tougher there. Yeah. And then I guess it was just, maybe the Indian guy that was cooking it for us was not having or something. Didn't you feel like it was like overly sauced?
I didn't eat, remember?
Oh yeah, you're right.
I already ate.
He already, yeah. So we went to get Yoshinoya in Japan, and then it was gross, man. And I had it actually the day I came back.
Yeah, actually, wait. Was it also no? So there are these like 24-hour like gyudon places like
everywhere. Matsuya was the other one we went to.
Matsuya and Sukiya. I think Matsuya is the one that you liked, right?
Yeah,
that one was pretty good.
That was the hotel
Sukiya is the one that I went with y'all and actually ate, and then we had a curry bowl, I had a curry bowl.
That shit was just...
That was the most saltiest curry bowl. Like, I didn't even finish it. I was like, oh, this is tough to eat.
It was gross.
Yeah.
And you have to realize, so in Japan, when they have, like in America, you have small, medium, large. They're kind of proportionally increases, right? A small, medium are proportional. A extra large there is fucking insane.
It's like family size.
Yeah, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you endured that because you were like hungry all the time.
Yeah, but it's too salty, man. It was like the gravy bath. It was nasty.
Yeah. And like I wasn't really like.
Nope. I didn't even finish it for the first time. I was like, fuck this, and then we just left.
Yeah. I didn't finish either. I was like, ooh.
Also, that was weird that night. There were like 200 cops surrounding the area.
In Dotonbori,
yeah, it was because their baseball team won, actually, not because they lost.
And it's a tradition that they jump into
celebrate or just like celebrate in general, and they didn't want none of that shit.
They were like armed guard, just like
dude, there were so many like SWAT cars, just like it was crazy.
It was a whole street.
Oh, the whole thing, hundreds of cops, just
okay. So now that you experienced Japan, what were some things that you wish you did?
I wish I went to a maid cafe.
That's cap, bro. Let's be real. Do you actually really want to go into a maid cafe?
No.
You had so many opportunities.
No, I don't. I don't want to do that. You saw someone in there though, right?
Yeah. So like we were walking, and then one of the sliding doors opened up. Like if you imagine me being the guy, like the patron, and then this is a drink, and then a maid was next to him singing, and he was just like. I was like, whoa, that's real. Yeah, because they don't really like touch you. You're just paying for a friend.
Hey, what's worse though? Going to a maid cafe regularly for companionship, or dudes on the webcam sites tipping girls?
The what?
Like cam sites?
Oh, like cybering or something like that.
Not even cybering. Like girl just be like performing like sex acts on the webcam.
So it's like X-rated streaming.
Yeah.
Right.
At least
what's worse?
Yeah.
Probably maid cafe.
Really?
Because I think at least like if you're on like a cybering thing, like you get something out of it. You get to see like a nipple or two, you know, or two or three. Oh, no, yeah. Why you think cybering is worse than?
No, that's just kind of how I'm guessing that's how their lonely dudes over there kind of get interactions, right?
Yeah.
Here is more like Twitch. People donate on Twitch, and
exactly.
It's all virtual. But there you have to, I guess, put a face to your loneliness.
I think walking past love hotels is a crazy thing too.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Because like I guess there's like themed rooms where you can react.
The images were fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so you can go into a love hotel where you can emulate being in a subway
and being groped.
Yeah, just like.
Mind you, we can't read anything. We just saw the pictures, and that was enough. Like
that was enough context for us.
That was good.
That was enough.
Good job. Picture guy.
I think one thing that I would want to do next time that is a little expensive is going to Hakone to do the canyon drive. So you could rent out a JDM car, or as they say in Japan, DM. So you could rent out these cars, and then they'll let you drive through the canyon. Obviously with one of the instructors, but you have full control. They'll let you drive it. And yeah, if you want to drive an R34 Skyline, it's $600.
Yeah.
But that sounds pretty tight. That sounds pretty tight. I think the one thing that everyone told me that, oh, it was super cool, but I wasn't interested in it at all is the Mario Kart.
Oh, that looked lame as hell.
Yeah, I mean, it looked fine. Yeah, I think because it's guided.
You're on a tour. It's like a kayak tour.
Yeah, there's no room to swerve. I would at least want to swerve.
Like a onesie. We saw it. It was fine.
Yeah. I wasn't interested in it. Everyone told me like, hey, this is crazy. You know. Yeah. What else? What's something else that you would have done?
That I would have done?
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't really go into a lot of the places in Akihabara just because we don't game.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like the arcade stuff.
Yeah.
There were some sick arcades on Odaiba that we didn't have time for that day.
No doubt. Right? Oh, that's true. That's true. I would say this too. Something that we also didn't experience is a eventful nightlife.
Oh my god, dude.
We tried going to one club. Man. Look, I'm not into EDM. I was not feeling it. Kelvin likes EDM. He wasn't into it.
The bathroom guy came out. Remember we went a Canadian from Toronto out of the bathroom? Or were you too drunk by then?
I wasn't turned. I don't remember this.
We came out of the bathroom and then this guy was like, dude, he's just fucking playing Skrillex songs and pretending they're his. This guy sucks. And I was like, I hear you, man.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean the DJ we had, I'm
Max.
not fucking name dropped again.
I don't care. He's not gonna watch it.
He's a resident at the nightclub that we went to.
Yeah, Warp in Shinjuku.
And like he was just pretending to press buttons on stage, man. Because he was playing other people's mixes and then he was just trying to hype the crowd. And also that place smelled like shit.
Yeah.
It was so just like like the ratio of the clubs in the States, right? So it's already not great. I think that was 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And it's foreign dudes who don't shower.
Yep.
So every time we smell BO, we look around, it's always some fucking American.
You know what's crazy? That's something that my client told me. Like, okay, this is the one thing. Like, a lot of the foreigners that we came across, man, they smelled.
Dude, they smell fucking terrible. It was crazy.
Especially if you go. So there's this mega store. It's kind of like their equivalent of like Walmart, Target, whatever. It's called Don Quixote. This is where you can get all your souvenirs, like cheap stuff. If you want to buy your like weird like flavored Kit Kats, like you go there.
Groceries.
We would walk past some of these foreigners also buying like souvenirs. Like, man,
bro, they smell like shit.
It's like we had to walk to the other side. Like, yo, I could not handle this.
It was like Anime Expo again.
Yeah,
it was terrible, dude.
But my client told me this. It's because like like actual Japanese residents, right? They believe that they don't really smell, which I can kind of see. Like Asian people are like hairless, whatever, and then they keep themselves clean. They shower, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize this until my client mentioned this, that Japan doesn't really sell deodorant.
They don't. Girls don't. Asian girls, do they even use deodorant?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, like none of my friends really do that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure I have to use that deodorant.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I like to smell nice.
Yeah, I think it's more the paranoia because we don't want to smell like BO.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I actually smell as bad as.
Yeah. No, there's.
No, it was terrible, dude. Even that every time we smell BO, I look around and it's some geeky looking fucking dude.
It was crazy. All right, so this might be like a shorter like episode, but this is
worst part. You gotta talk about the worst part of the trip.
Worst part of the trip? Oh, walking probably.
Any negative experience where you're just like really put off?
Oh, I can't think of any. Do you have any? Oh, I will say this though. A lot of people did enjoy Kyoto, like, because Kyoto was the first capital before Tokyo, and it has this very like old Japanese vibes.
Yeah.
I think because it was so crowded when we went on days where there were hella tour buses, and then there were also field trip days that it kind of took away from like the bliss of the city. That I thought Kyoto was okay.
It was fine. Yeah, it was just really crowded.
Yeah. What about you? What would you say is like what's the worst?
The worst part of the trip.
No.
Fucking you. Okay.
What?
All right. I'm not racist. I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm not racist, but
okay.
Korean tourists in Japan, you guys are the fucking worst, man. They're probably not listening to this, but
yeah,
there were 3. I'm a nice guy. I'm a very patient guy, right? There were 3 occasions I was worried to throw hands. They were all with Koreans.
Really?
Yeah, I told you one at the airport.
Yeah, you told me the airport one.
And it's always Korean women. Or like girls, I guess, like they're younger.
Okay.
They're fucking rude.
Oh.
And then they would get in your face. And I'm a purebred American, man. I believe in equality. I will fight you.
Okay. Let me ask this: was I around during any of these instances? Because I didn't notice.
You were always waiting somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't willing to walk around too much. So
yeah, I still like to chill outside stores because I do browse a lot to buy shit, but they were just like rude, right? Where they would get in your face and they would talk shit in Korean.
Yeah,
but they would they would get in your face.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it's not a strictly Japan thing per se. It's just I guess I
didn't go to Korea, so I wouldn't experience
it's your experience with.
But Koreans in the States, y'all cool, but I guess overseas, yeah.
Okay.
I almost fought like 2 of them.
Damn. Okay.
Legit, yeah. I'll fight girls. I don't care.
All right. Do you, man?
That was it. Right. Also, the other worst part was that fucking foreigner bar that we're in.
Drunken Clam.
Oh my god! Hey, if you guys go to Japan, just go to the real bar with the locals, man. Don't go to these tourist traps.
Yeah, I got it. I got that from Google. God, dude. Because it was Family Guy themed. Yeah, that's the only reason why I went.
This guy was singing. And then this fool was hella. This Swedish guy was hella hyped, and then he bumped into him, and you spilled your drink.
I spilled my drink.
This dude
I got pissed.
Was so mad.
I got pissed. I was wearing a white shirt.
He's usually jolly and shit, so I don't see him mad. Dude, your face, you're about to kill.
Yeah,
him,
because the way he bumped into me, it was like my drink. He bumped into me like this, it was like boom.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Come on,
you
dog.
were fucking steaming.
Can't believe you remind me of that. Come on, dude. I had a great time.
Tell them what we walked in. What's the first song you heard on the karaoke?
Oh, it was the Gaston song, right? From what was it? Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And then we switched it up. Sid sang some Usher.
Yeah, I sang Confessions Part 2, and only 2 people were fucking with it.
It was like a black guy and some other American, right?
Yeah,
they were with it. And then right after we passed the mic, Material Girl. And then we dip. We're like, that's it. No more.
But that's when I saw that Maid Cafe experience, right next to the Drunken Clam.
Oh,
yeah.
So the verdict is you would go back
to Japan?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm honestly willing to go back to anywhere that I've traveled to. It's just now that I've passed all the touristy stuff, I can kind of take it a little slower. So I think Japan is a little bit kind of like New York, where whenever I go, it's more of finding new food experiences. Mm-hmm. And then just doing other stuff that I didn't get to do. So I kind of want to explore more of Japan's nature side and countryside.
Would you still do another 2 weeks or shorter?
Probably a week.
Yeah.
Same
way.
Yeah. Let me use that points for sure. So you would go back?
Yeah, maybe for as a midway point. If I'm doing an Asia trip.
Okay.
Japan for a couple of days, and then
because I know for a fact I'll be going to the Philippines within a few years just to see family. So I think. Coming back or going there, I'll spend a few days in Japan, just to experience it again. Because Japan's tight.
It's cool.
I think it's cool. Would you how soon would you go back
to Japan?
Yeah, would you go back 2024?
Probably not. Oh. Probably not. 2025. I do want to go to Asia again. Not for Japan. So if I'm there, I might as well 3 days or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of glad that we got to check off Japan on our travel list.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go.
The Gundam, especially, because that shit's gone.
It's gone.
By March, if you're listening to this, by March 24th, it's going to get decommissioned.
Yep.
And they're not going to do it again, so that's it.
That's it.
If you want to see a moving Gundam, you better go now.
That's true. Well, I think that's about it for everything that you need to know about Japan. Hopefully, we gave some insight for your travels to Japan. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it. Again, just be careful. There's going to be a lot of walking. What else? Look at your JR Suica card, expenses. I think anything outside of your flights, your hotels, and a booking for events, your cost of spending is subjective to you because I didn't spend that much, but Kelvin over here, let's just say this. How much, let's be honest, how much did you spend on just gachapon?
$100.
Exactly. Yeah. And these gachapons, these are the little twists,
they cost $2.
500 yen, which is $2 to $3.
Yeah.
And this fool would just go in, he sees one, he's oh my God.
I was looking for the one, man. I was looking for a very specific Gojo one.
And where did you find it?
When we found it next to this porno section at the mega store.
We walked through the porno section just for funsies, okay? Yeah. Just for funsies. just for funsies.
And like at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, we were just bored.
It was tight.
And he found it.
Euphoria. That's what euphoria is like.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right. If you like, what's your one piece of advice for anyone traveling to Japan?
Oh, check your credit card. Make sure you don't have a foreign transaction fee.
Oh,
because I used my other personal card a couple of times that wasn't the Sapphire. I got charged like 50 cents with every transaction.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Luckily, most of my expenses were not on that card.
Yeah. But also, but that 50 cents could be compounded with
Dude,
every
yeah. It was like because that guy's told me metal cards break their card reader, so I had to bust out a plastic one. That was weird. Make sure your card doesn't have it. And if you're not with Chase, maybe call your bank, tell them you're gonna travel, so you don't get your card locked.
Oh yeah. One of my cards got locked.
Look like a brokey.
No, I had 2 other cards that I can use. Yeah. Okay.
So just make sure they know that you're gonna be traveling.
Yeah, that's true too. But again, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe. And if you made it this far to the end of the episode, we like to say thank you. We're still going with all the episodes.
We just hit 500 subs today.
We just hit 500 subs.
So thank you guys for the support every week.
And tell your friends and family to sub, and then follow us on all social media platforms at Short Kings Talk Everything. Links are in the description below. And then, new episodes every Wednesday. Let's see.
If there's anything you guys want to hear, you can submit it actually via Spotify now.
Oh.
So if you're listening through Spotify, you could just send us a thing on there. Like, hey, I really want you guys to talk about homelessness or something like that. We'll talk about
feelings.
Or feet. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know about that one. Yeah. We could talk about Japan again. That's fine. We can give you like more advice about Japan. Okay. Last advice before we end this episode. Just Tokyo alone. Where would you recommend someone to stay? So we stayed in Shinjuku, and that was a recommendation from one of my clients.
Shinjuku's lit, man. Shibuya probably, because you're right in the midpoint, I guess. Yeah.
So Shinjuku, Shibuya are pretty much like right next to each other, and if you want to experience like a good nightlife with a lot of like bars and clubs, as well as good shopping spots, Shinjuku, Shibuya would be really good.
If you're like more reserved and you want to be out of the crowds, Ginza, I heard, was a good spot.
That's that's the bougie area.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. If you wanna,
I'm not on that tech side. No, I'm just kidding. Like there's some chill hotels. Yeah. Also, like know that for Tokyo, these hotel rooms will be pretty small. Yeah. It's a full size bed though, so a short king like me is good.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Till next time.
Or sayonara. Or if you're watching this in the morning, ohayo. Or in the evening, konbanwa. All right, we're done.